Hello, hello, hello. Okay, welcome to number 40. We're doing well here. If you've made it this far, you're going to be amazing. This is 49 Gateways to Growth. So, number 40 is all about a very important concept, and it's best described with a story. A man once came to the Bible Rebbe. I actually saw the video of this. The Rebbe, as I mentioned, gave out every Sunday, would give out $1 to give to charity as well as a blessing. And a man comes and he said he had a nonprofit he was building in Jerusalem. He said it's very difficult. It's like hard. So Rebbe said God wants you to double your efforts. It's a very important principle in life. The Rebbe teaches us. He says like this: anything that's good, anything that's good, the sooner the better, the more the merrier. Let me say that again. This is one of the most important teachings in the world. Anything that's good, the sooner the better, the more the merrier. And that's the fact of life. Now, sometimes, we're living our lives, hopefully we're comfortable, and we're doing something good, but really, we can do much more. And God wants us to do more. So he puts a challenge in front of us. And the challenge is a message because you're doing good. So why is God making it difficult? The answer is that God wants you to double your efforts. Now, when people mock, this guy, he said he had a friend who became religious. As a Jew, you become religious. You go to synagogue on the Sabbath, on Shabbos. You do various different things, and they're all good and holy. He says, on Saturday I used to go to the bar, then I would go to the casino, and nobody had any problems with me. And suddenly I'm going to the synagogue. My wife's giving me trouble. My friends are giving me trouble. Why? Because when you do good, you automatically may make some people that know that they should be doing good feel, well, I'm not as good as I should be. And you're their friend. So they want that you should actually be at their level so they don't feel guilty. But mockery is a sign that you're doing good. There's nobody that does good. As Reb Mendel Futerfas, a great rabbi, once said, when the wagon, those days the wagon would go, the dogs start to bark. The bigger the ship, the bigger the waves. The more good you're going to do, the more waves you're going to make. You're going to ripple some narcissist feather that he wants the whole world to think, or he wants himself to think even, that he's the best for no good reason. And that person is like, oh no, this person's actually the best. It's like Snow White, the wicked queen. She was like, who's the fairest one of all? She couldn't handle anyone being better. That's really what's behind bullying and anti-Semitism. It's a delusion of one's own identity. It's when one's positive identity has been broken. And we create a false, grandiose identity. And in that grandiose identity, we think we are the best, the MVP. An example that I'd like to give is, imagine for a moment I'm a director of a movie and you happen to be an actor. And I say, hey, you're a great actor. Would you like to be the star of the show? And you're like, whoa, great stuff. Now imagine for a moment, this other guy, I think he's a better star. You might be upset with him, right? Why? Because you were the star. Now imagine you're an actor and I say, hey, you want a part of my movie? Yeah. Great. That guy's a star, you have a part. So you see, it's when you think you're the best, you can't handle anyone else being better than you. And this delusion occurs to us. And that's why even Jewish people can be anti-Semites. Because, you have a guy, Noam Chomsky, and some other, I don't want to mention names, but crazy people. They're anti-Semites. Why? Because they are delusionally arrogant. And when you're delusionally arrogant, you can't handle the Jew because you're arrogant because, I don't know, maybe you think you're smart, you have money, but really it's a nothing compared to the real goodness, which is being a good person and having a good heart. So back of the mind, that whatever your reason for feeling arrogant, it's nothing compared to truth, which actually comes from humility and love and compassion. They have the real goodness. They are the real ones. And so therefore there's that tension between the person that's arrogant. That's why a humble person isn't an anti-Semite. I saw this in Africa. I lived in Africa for many years, and the average black person is very humble, very kind, very sweet, but give them some power and they become an anti-Semite. It's really quite interesting because the power gets to their head. They say never create a king from a servant. I'm not saying that they're servants, I'm just giving the concept, which is that when somebody that's kind of feels low gets power, suddenly, like you make the janitor the CEO, it gets to his head. And so it's really a fascinating phenomenon. And so therefore, we have to understand that if this is coming towards you, it doesn't mean you're doing bad, it means you're doing good. You actually have to double your goodness. Let's do a little meditation. Take a deep breath. Breathe in God and let go of anger and resentment. Breathe in love. Let go of fear and hate. And breathe in truth. And let go of anything that may in any way, shape, or form feel like you are lower than someone else. And let's do a little prayer. Please, God, help me realize that even though I may have been mocked or I may be mocked, that isn't a bad sign. That's a good sign. That's a sign that I'm doing good. Please help me realize that I'm on the right path and that nothing good comes easy. And when there's criticism of good, it's only because you want me to double my efforts. It's not because you want me to lose what I'm doing, but to double down in what I'm doing. You want me to refocus myself and double myself in this. You know, I had a radio show, and before I got on the radio, I told the lady that was in charge, I said, I'm going to speak about the Rebbe, Lubavitch Rebbe, and there are many people that are jealous of him. Again, delusions of grandeur, and they're jealous. So I said, can you handle it? She says, yeah, I can handle it. But one day somebody called and they were upset. So she told me, people are calling, they're upset. So the next day, my entire show was just about the greatness of the Rebbe. Why? Because why did that actually happen? It was a message. The message was do more good. And that was something that I took to heart. So life is always challenging you to do more good. Sometimes you take initiative, and sometimes you get challenged, you get pushback. Lubavitch Rebbe had a beautiful campaign where he got people to put on tefillin, without going to what that is, but for men to do a mitzvah, an extra good deed. He says, I wasn't sure that this was the right thing until rabbis started to write to me not to do it. Now, what could be better than helping a Jew in their spiritual growth? But until he saw that there was pushback, he wasn't sure if he was really on the right path. What an amazing concept. Pushback is a sign that you should push forward. Double your efforts. Thank you so much.